Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome back. If you're here, you may be carrying something heavy. You may be experiencing a loss of something or someone important to you. I want to talk about a deep level of grief that reaches your soul. A deep level of grief that becomes the turning point for your life. It can feel like a heavy, dense energy starting in your chest or in your stomach and spreading all throughout your body. This pain that you can't seem to shake, this fear that won't go away, and the more you try and avoid it and run away from it, the louder and stronger it seems to feel. Coming back louder and stronger to get your attention. You may feel like this grief is giving you no other choice but to face it and to feel it and see it. Because the level of pain and fear may become so intolerable that you finally decide to look into it and see where it's coming from and understand it. This type of grief may feel disorienting. You may start to question your identity, your life, why you're here, why you do what you do, why any of this even matters anymore. You may begin to feel hopeless, helpless, and like you're very alone in what you're feeling and experiencing, because anyone you try to talk to or share it with may not quite fully understand, may not quite fully be able to hold the space for you to feel exactly what you're needing to feel. You may begin to question your identity and everything that you have built your life around, your thoughts and ideas and belief systems about how your life should be and about who you are and why you do what you do. You may begin to see that a lot of your identity was built upon the relationships in your life that are now unraveling and coming to an end. And these can be romantic relationships, familial relationships, or even relationships with your career and your job and your sense of self around what you do professionally. You may begin to see that a lot of these constructs, these identities that you constructed, were coming from the beliefs and ideas that were imposed upon you, that may have been imposed upon you from a very early age by society, by culture, religion, family members, family systems, community. And you adopted these ideologies and made them your own. And now you may begin to feel like they are no longer in alignment with who you are and what you're feeling inside currently. And when you come to these realizations and your self-awareness begins to grow and expand as you're allowing yourself to feel what is coming up for you in your body, you may begin to feel very unsettled and disoriented, and like a shift is happening from within you that is causing these cracks in your foundation of life, and you begin to think that you may not know anything anymore. You may not know what is truth and what is not truth. You may look in the mirror and not recognize yourself. And I want you to know, if you're experiencing any of these things, that you're not alone and that you don't have to go through it alone. This type of grief feels bigger than just emotions. And I want you to know that this may possibly be a sacred unraveling and collapse of identities that are no longer serving you, and that there is a way through it. And if you need someone to help you navigate through what you're experiencing, and it will look and feel different for everyone, I hold space for souls moving through this type of deep grief, through heartbreak and transformation. And I help people see the light in the middle of the darkness that must be walked through in this process. You will go deeper and deeper and deeper into yourself, and this will feel like darkness. However, the deeper you go, the more truth, authentic, raw, real truth of yourself you will find. And sometimes it can feel scary to go through that process, and so if you feel called to, you'll find a link in the description to connect with me for one-on-one sessions. And I want you to know, again, that you're not alone in this, and you don't have to walk this path alone.